It's Week 18 of the National Football League. And coming up, we'll see T. Higgins. He's been a quarterback's best friend, nearing 1,300 yards receiving on the year. It's the Bengals and the Jets. And it's coming up next on Madden NFL 23.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Brendan Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And CD, you look at the Jets coming into play. Their offense is a unit that's not afraid to take chances out there, but not always for the better. What do you see them trying to do here?
I think they'll continue to take those chances, Brandon, but to me, they have to do it in a measured way. And what I mean by that, they can't just come into a game and throw caution to the wind and just say we're going to run a bunch of gadget plays, a lot of reverses, end arounds, all of those things. They've got to identify the spots where they want those plays to pay off, which means you have to set them up. And then when they present themselves, take full advantage.
Now on 2nd and 13, Wilson. They're able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. Well, the first drive here and the first time that we've called the big tight end's name, but I can assure you this, Charles, it won't be the last.
No, it won't, because when he gets going, now it opens up opportunities on the perimeter because that'll draw the defense towards him in the middle of the field. Now your wide receivers will get involved as this game goes on.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson, as he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39. A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Wilson. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Trey Hendrickson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
So now Wilson and the Jets with a 3rd and long here following the sack. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Give them 32 on the play.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. And that'll be incomplete. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. He finds his man, complete. That's Wilson. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Again, Wilson. This one left side caught by Gibson. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Gonzalez's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Cincinnati coming back onto the field here for their second drive as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
On second down, here's Mixon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Carl Lawson just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On third down, Burrow. And this is going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. So we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC as the Jets come back out on offense. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season, as this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs are going to look like. The teams that we see that are already in, the teams that are trying to get in, we could have some great matchups.
And he'll have a Jets first down as the tackle made here at the 36. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender and then the running back can read it, find the proper hole, and just go, it's sometimes a thing of beauty.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Wilson. And that nearly trouble, but it's incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it, and it'll be second down. 2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. From the gun, it's Wilson. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Now Burrow on 1st down. And incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now Burrow down around his goal line. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Mixon with a 1st down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Forced out to his left. And he's not going to sniff the 1st down here. He stopped at the 25. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he's getting a workout here in this 1st quarter as he gets it away. Fielded just inside the 20. A little juke. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And the Jets will take over. And New York set to take the field. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Here's Gibson to start the drive. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Here's Wilson to throw. And he rifles one incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wilson. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Trey Hendrickson, now 2 sacks for him already here in this 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 2nd quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. Taking it about the 16. A very good kick there, but 15 yards on the return. And the Bengals take over 1st and 10. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet. You're trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
On 2nd and 11 now. Burrow, he'll complete this to Ingram as tight end. Now the Bengals on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. They're up against a 3rd-and-1 situation. Now Burrow. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains. This is a quarterback that's already in the top 100 all-time in passing yards, but that last throw going to move him past Roger Staubach on the all-time list. Roger Charles at 22,700.
Don't forget, he also won 2 Super Bowls, played from 1969 to 1979. And I would dare say Roger's numbers would be larger. But remember, he had a commitment to the Navy. A graduate of the Naval Academy. And back then, you had to serve your 5-year hitch before you could go on and join the NFL.
From just shy of midfield, Burrow gets this quickly to Ingram. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Burrow finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
McPherson's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
And he returns this to the 22. And New York set to take the field. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And some room to maneuver. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
They'll go again with Gibson to about the 48-yard line. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. The Jets had 5 and 11 on the year. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. A give up the middle to Gibson. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
On second down, a run with Gibson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Carter. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Shotgun handoff to Gibson. 4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for a 1st. Now it's Wilson. Hard throw, incomplete. Now Zane Gonzalez for the field goal try. He hit his first, now this from 43. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals. It's 6-3. So we're trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Evan Ingram works his way back onto the field with the rest of this offense. And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
It is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes come your way, too, because I've got to kick coverage in his direction.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down.
It certainly made a punt game in the passing game here in the first half. You must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd and 7. Burrow being chased out. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brought down by multiple defenders, and it's a loss of 12. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The Bengals bring out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. This is taken at the 15. It'll be a 44-yard punt. The return goes for 8. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Here comes Antonio Gibson as he's set for another drive. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Going right side here, and that's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the first down. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down because they did not want to give the ball up here late in the half. They'd love to take the clock all the way down and score. This will definitely help the cause.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Wilson. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 43. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the 1st down.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. To throw is Wilson. He finds Corey Davis. And they will have a 1st down as they are definitely in field goal range now down at the 20-yard line. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Gonzalez's kick is good. And they continue to lead in the battle of field goals here. It's now 9-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game. And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game. The Bengals drive about to get going. And with 8 seconds on the clock, really not a lot of time to try to put anything together. Nifty move. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. Final play of the half for Burrow and company. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. It's all down to this. Week 18 of the NFL regular season. Lots to be decided, so let's get right to it. We'll begin with the black and blue matchup. Bring your lunch pail.
Only 30 minutes left in the regular season, and everybody's excited for the playoffs, so we're just going to forget the halftime show and get back to the football. And no run back here as the 3rd quarter will commence with a touchback. And the Jets head out on offense here to start this 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the 1st half.
And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, here's Gibson. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 88 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Once more, Gibson. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the C's opened up for him.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense because so far in this game, no touchdown to this point. And what's usually a direct correlation? Very few explosive plays. That's been their issue. Not able to make that big shot downfield or break one off. But a nice game there for a first down.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down, a run with Carter. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. They'll run with Gibson. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? Rob has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Might we see our first touchdown of the game? Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And I think they stopped him again. They did at the 1-yard line. Carter. And now Carter going to be stopped up short. He did not get there. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. This defense continues to be good on 3rd down. I mean, they haven't allowed a touchdown offensively. Are you saying, let's go for this? Let's try to get it in the end zone.
I don't know about that because of what you just described. They've been so good, and they don't give up the big play that you would expect in downs 1 through 3. Why should 4th down be any different? True. You might want to go ahead and kick the field goal and see if you can figure out something else as this game moves on.
Gonzalez's kick is good, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. Tackle made by Adrian Phillips. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Burrow looking to pass. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
And New York set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line.
Straight ahead, Gibson.
And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for New York. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive.
And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
53 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. And this is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. And Ingram hauls it in.
And he is going to have a Bengals 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now it's Burrow. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon.
And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. And Burrow going to throw again. And that is incomplete. So on trots the field goal unit, and wow, this is going to be a challenge here. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. That's leaking to the right, and he missed it by a foot or two. It's no good, and they'll remain 2 scores back as this holds at a 9-point advantage. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Well, this offense got to be loving this. After the long missed field goal, they'll take over on the other side of the 50. 1st and 10. Now Wilson.
He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
Open man here is Conklin.
And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. He's going deep for Brown.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. Wilson will throw again. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Trey Hendrickson getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
A 3rd and long, you knew that he was going to throw it. He just couldn't find anybody to throw it to.
Yeah, and it shouldn't have been a surprise, but that was perfect execution of their nickel defense. That 5th defensive back, the extra defender, he really tightened up things downfield in coverage, and they were able to get to him in the pocket.
Here's J.K. Scott now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Throwing now, Burrow on 1st down. And Anderson's got it. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now they go play action now. Burrow in trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. John Franklin Myers just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Well, partner, I would say just avoid play action, but that's not just been the problem. This defense, they've been getting pressure on all types of pass plays and really piling up the sacks in this contest.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now Burrow. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. The Bengals bring out their punter now, as they're forced to kick for the 6th time today. Taken from just outside the 30. When it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And, Charles, we've seen almost 3 full quarters now, and neither offense can really get it going. Neither has hit the end zone, and neither side seemingly can make that big play.
But the game hasn't been devoid of action because these two defenses, they've taken over and they've slugged it out. But I think you're exactly right. We're at that stage of the game now where one of these offenses, if they make a big play, that could be the difference.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. So 8 yards on the completion there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Here's Wilson. Dancing to his left, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Trey Hendrickson. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
Well, this has to count as a great team effort today, but this man, he's been at the center of all of it. Really special day for any defense to have this many sacks in a game, even more so for this player. One of the best individual efforts of the season.
Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away.
And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
First down. Here's Burrow. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's able to get this one up to the 8-yard line this time. A good convergence there defensively, only a yard, and it's second down. Here's Burrow. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Burrow. Well, it's caught on the right side. It's Smith. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Again, he'll drop to throw. That one taken in by T. Higgins. And he is going to have a Bengals first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From midfield now, Burrow. He'll drop this one down to Mixon, and he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. Throwing again, it's Burrow. Finding Johnson on the out route, that's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow looking to pass. Again, it's Johnson. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. From the 30 on 2nd down. Burrow. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. From the left hash, this will be a 41-yarder. McPherson's kick is good, and that'll move them back within 6 now.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Well, here we sit, Week 17, just one more week in the regular season after this one. So if you're one of these teams trying to make a move and improve your spot or jump in from the outside, Charles, you better make that move now.
And these final games are often a good barometer for all those teams fighting for position or a wild card spot. They have to be able to get the job done these last 2 weeks before things get even tougher when the playoffs officially begin.
Gibson again. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And here's a give to Gibson. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 148 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
He finds Wilson. He will go out right near the 35-yard line.
Offense.
Well, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. He's going to go up top again. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play. But he could not pull it in. On is the punter Scott here as he gets this one away. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. Cincinnati's offense coming back here onto the field. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Now Burrow on 1st down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. The catch and run good for 18 and a 1st down.
I got the sense that the defense created a little momentum for them there, didn't they?
Did their job, forced the punt. Now, nice start to the drive. Offense has to do their part.
Yeah, they certainly do, but what a great start for them. They've got to go thank the guys on D.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Play action. It's Burrow. Finding Mixon here again on back-to-back plays. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Burrow. He's got Smith here. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
As big of a play as we've had in this one so far. This is 3rd and 3. Now it's Burrow. That's going to be complete on the sideline, but, you know, that throw left him no room to run, and the good footwork nearly all for naught. Here we go. It's Burrow on 4th down, and Ingram hauls it in. And he is going to have the Bengals first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It's a gain of 4 that time, and the Bengals are going to have a first down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And the Bengals saying, let's go, let's go.
Now a dump off here complete.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Now Burrow. Open man, it's complete to Higgins.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
Here's Burrow.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Johnson.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20. Burrow.
To Mixon on the check down. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move.
To throw, Burrow. Pass thrown right back to Joe Mixon.
And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And that is caught. Touchdown. And they're an extra point away from taking the lead here in the final minute. They got the dramatic score to tie the game here late 4th quarter. Now all eyes resting on the foot of one man.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And your brother called me before the game. That's his guy in fantasy. He needs this one badly.
So they're not home yet. Still a critical extra point here to break the tie. And they have got the lead. That drive a long one, spanning 15 plays.
And Evan Ingram able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
New York set to take the field.
See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He would love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Wilson to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Wilson. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play.
He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over.
Well, you really can't ask for much more than what we just had here. Not only a close game that went down to the wire, Charles, but a clean one, too. No turnovers in this contest.
And I think you're exactly right about that. To me, this is just a pair of offenses trying to find the slightest bit of separation from each other. And they were both hoping that the other side would make the big mistake first. But today, neither side made that mistake. And what we got, a very entertaining game throughout.
So for the Bengals,
they finish above 500 for the year. The final tally 9-8.
And that is maybe not exactly what they were hoping for, but a better than average season nonetheless. Meanwhile, for the Jets,
they'll limp to the finish line a bit with a final record of 5-12.
And with some high picks coming in this spring's draft, it's a team for whom a roster overhaul may be on the way.